Hi everyone, Matt here. Welcome back to Walk Wild. I'm in Pendle Witch County. Yesterday I was in the Yorkshire Dales doing the 3 peaks, and today, Saturday morning, I'm driving back to where I live in Winchester, which is about 5 hours, but I thought because it's such a beautiful day I wanted to stop off and try and make the most of the nature around here. So I've found a hike in Pendle. I'd never even heard of this. In 1612 there were the Pendle Witch Trials, where basically were part of a bigger, I think it was a Lancashire witch trials, something like that, and 12 people, 2 men and 10 women, were put on trial for being witches, and 10 of them were executed by hanging. When you look at the beautiful landscape around here, it's kind of hard to imagine it being having such a dark past. It kind of reminds you of sort of Sleepy Hollow and that sort of thing. So for that reason, it's called the Pendle Witch County, and I'm seeing little symbols of witches everywhere on all these signposts, and the trail I'm walking even has little witches on it. So they've kind of taken it and made it a little tourist attraction. But I'm here to climb Pendle Hill. So I'm currently following the path up to Pendle Hill, which is 578 meters. And I thought I'd be more tired from yesterday, which is why I wasn't planning on doing a hike today, but I feel okay, and it's such a beautiful day. It'll be such a shame not to enjoy the weather around here and the countryside. So I've got a bit of a steep climb ahead of me. There should be some fantastic views up top. So I've just started the ascent of Pendle Hill, and I didn't realise this, but this is actually part of the Forest of Bowland AONB. I thought it was a little bit southeast of there, but it's still part of the same area. And I've just found out something else amazing about this place. So the hill I'm climbing, in 1652, someone called George Fox climbed it, and he had like a vision or a spiritual enlightenment on top of the hill. And he drank from a well, which I'm going to show you later, called Fox's Well. And after that he created the Quaker movement, which is a sect of Christianity. And the fact, again, it's just this hill and this little village was part of something like that. It's quite amazing. So I'm going to keep an eye out for the well and hopefully get some footage of that when I come up to it. But now it's for a bit more of a climb. The hill is a bit steeper than it seems. I think after yesterday, I sort of don't have as much energy in the tank, but the views are spectacular, as you can see, and it's a fantastic day. Shame it wasn't like this yesterday when I was doing the 3 peaks, but that's just the way it is. At least I got to see the views today. So I'm almost at the summit. Here we go, look at this. I think I've found the well. It's not signposted anywhere, but can you see the vegetation coming down here? It's different from everywhere else. There's a divot in the hill, and then there's all that kind of marshy grass and those I think they're thistles. I can't actually see from here. That means that there's water under there. I can actually hear running water now. But no, this isn't marked anywhere. So I just read online that you have to go north and then you'll find it. And I kept following a path north, and this is what I found. This must be it. I haven't opened it yet. No one else is here. Everyone goes up to the trig point, and I wanted to find this well, and so I crossed over a stone stile and kept walking north along this grass path. And this is, well, oh, and you just swore then. Look at this. As I went down on the hillside, I found a spring of water and refreshed myself, for I had eaten little and drunk little for several days. Descending after his vision at the summit, George Fox, the Quaker founder, stopped here to quench his thirst, as recorded in his journal. George Fox, 1624 to 1691. I mean, the water doesn't look that clear anymore, unfortunately. It's full of bits of straw and dead insects and that, but there's the little plaque. Still quite amazing. Although I don't think that they had cement like this in the 16th century or corrugated iron. So that is probably a later addition, but this, or 17th century even. So this stream goes all the way down to the valley. I mean, I'm quite surprised there's even a spring up this high. We're nearly at the top of the hill. There must be some kind of aquifer here that some sort of leads its way down into the valley, which is pretty amazing. I do love that George Fox had an epiphany here, and that's what led him to create the Quakers. And to be honest, you can't really blame him when you look at the views behind me. He probably sat here and looked out and thought, only God could create something this beautiful. Arrived at the summit, Pendle Hill, and got the trig point behind me. Got some absolutely outstanding 360-degree views all around me. Beautiful day, not too hot, a bit windy, but lovely, lovely views. So now I think I'm going to walk down to the reservoir. Just descending Pendle Hill now. Got in a bit more of a wind shadow here, so hopefully you can hear me better. But that was really nice finding that well. No one else was there. Everyone else went straight to the trig point and the summit. So that's always my advice if you're ever going on these hikes, is just to wander a little further. Don't be afraid to go to places that others don't. Have a little explore, because that's usually where you find the best gems. It's where you find the quietest views, best camping spots, the little hidden gems like that well. If you just follow the tourist path with everyone else, then you're probably going to miss the best of it, and you're going to be with all the other people, and it's harder to enjoy an area when you're in a crowd. So that's my advice, really, and that just proves it, because that well was really interesting. Now I'm just coming up to a reservoir, and I'm starting to feel tired. It's caught up with me from yesterday, and the bridge in my left foot is causing me a bit of issue, but I'm about to hit flat ground and then it's all downhill back to the car. And it's a magnificent day, so I don't mind being out. Just walking through a sheep field at the minute. It's quite funny. Half of them have been, well, sheared. Anyway, some of them have like clumps of wool still hanging on them, and they look a bit strange, but lovely in Yorkshire. Onwards we go.